Aries, 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 thank you guys so much for being here with me this March. If you like this video, please share it. Let's see, Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, you know, the funny thing about it is when I was shuffling, I got a lot of like booty calls or fuck boys, fuck girls coming your way. I don't know if this is some overflow from Mercury retrograde, Aries, but if you've been high and dry, I feel like you got a lot of things that are about to open up in the way of sexual seduction, I guess. So some of you may be getting some, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the damn, quarantine. Maybe you're going to have some people that are at home and ain't got nothing to do but snap pictures of their privates and send to you, Aries. So for some of you, watch your inbox because they're going to be DMing and PMing. It won't apply to everybody, but for some, I just got this big thing with lust. Now, I don't know if this is coming from you or this is coming towards people with you, but I get connections that could possibly be happening, Aries. Some of you are going to be getting engaged or getting married. I also get a move that's coming in. I do feel like for some of you, you may be attracted to somebody that is not particularly your type, or you may have somebody who's not, you're not particularly their type, but they kind of come towards you or you go towards them. It looks like it could start off with a friendship and then kind of move into something that is a little bit more, Aries. Be open. Definitely be open to things that are coming in. Now, I do get a need to watch the budget, and it's because some of you feel like the money is definitely funny right now, and I feel for a lot of people with everything going on, it probably is, but going into the month, Spirit is saying be careful with your budget. I'm getting emotional spending or emotional shopping. If that is your thing, you might want to kind of tighten up on it, at least for this month, because I feel like we have some more limitations that are going to be coming in on this quarantine. So I would say make sure that you kind of put your money to the side. If you got income tax or whatever and you have things that you want to get, you might want to wait until April, May to make those big purchases, just in case you need the money, Aries. Because I feel like for some of you, especially if you're a business owner like me, there may be things that you have to kind of pull back on just because. Now, I do get, if last month was a little bit difficult or you're coming out of a heavier energy, I feel like some of you are kind of shedding the extra baggage. This could be people, this could be things that you're dealing with, environments that you're in, but I feel like there's this need of, I don't want to really take this on anymore, or I can't take this on, so I'm going to just kind of focus on me in the way that I'm going. Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad about it, Aries. A lot of you have been doing a lot for people around you, and it's kind of been one-sided, where you've been putting a lot of energy in, but you haven't been getting anything out. I think a lot of this that's going on right now is kind of making people realize who you want to give energy to and who's just kind of draining you. So if you get caught up on that energy, don't freak about it, but I do see that there's definitely a cleaning of house that's going to be going on with you guys, and this could be literally or figuratively with friends or people around you, Aries. Some of you, especially if you're used to going out, I'm definitely getting stir crazy, feeling like you're claustrophobic, not being able to do things, especially if you're the life of the party or you're a people person. Some of you are going to be feeling some kind of way about this quarantine thing. I do get that there is, especially if you're on social media or you're working with things with cameras or entertainment, you may have delays in some of the things that you're trying to do. Now, temporary, it's not saying that this is the end of it, but for some of you, if you're working more out in the public, that's the way you make your money and you enjoy it, you like being out there, and all of a sudden you're kind of getting, a pushback where it's like, I can't really do what I normally do. I do feel like there's this thing of Spirit saying focus on hobbies, focus on things that you need to complete. For some of you, I get organization, so there could be some things around your job or your work that you needed to do, and this little time is going to give you that. Now, for some of you, you may be in an environment where you just feel trapped. It's like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like the people that I'm around. I do get frustration. So there's this thing of a move that's coming in. There's delays on it at first, and it could be because of paperwork, and I think it's because a lot of things are about to slow down. But for some of you, I feel like by the time you move out of March, April, you should be moving in the summertime, either mid-April, late April, or going into May. If you've been looking for an apartment or a house, there's some positive news that's coming in. I feel make sure that you're not stuck in relationships out of convenience, that you just don't want to, you're dealing with people because you feel like you don't have any other option. I'm getting the energy of somebody feeling stuck because I can't do better or I can't have anything different. Now, of course, I don't feel Spirit is saying that because they're not holding you back. For some of you, this could be self-imposed. Maybe you're a little bit afraid. Maybe there's some things that are changing, some things that you need to do for you, but you're a little bit afraid of doing it, Aries. So I will say, when you get this feeling, you kind of have to go back to the origin of why I feel this way. Am I not making changes in my life because I actually am in a position that I can't do anything? Or is it because I'm scared? Now, for some of you, it could be a situation with the money holding you back. I do feel like there's money coming in. But I feel for some that there could be this thing of just becoming really comfortable and not wanting to shake your life up or shake things up, because it's like I'm really comfortable with where I'm at. Yoda. So I do get that there is something. Yoda. I do get there's some changes that are going to be coming in that some of you are going to be a little bit afraid about. Yoda, the same people you see over and over again. I am getting for some of you, if you are into social media, oh, not you too, Voodoo. If you are into social media, Animal Kingdom around here, you guys. There could be something with putting yourself more in a spotlight. Some of you may be working on your YouTube, you may be working on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Zoom, whatever your platform is. I feel like some of you are going to be pushing yourself out there a little bit more. Maybe you put off working on a website, or you put off expanding something in your social media. Now you have the time to do it. And I do feel like there's going to be definitely some type of recognition that comes out of it. So be prepared that you may get some type of, that could be where the DMs and PMs. Yoda, come here. Come here. Yoda. So some of you that could be where the DM and PMs are coming from, where you may have people that are like, oh, I saw your website, or I saw your page, or I saw this and I'm interested in getting to know you. All right, Aries, so let's get into it while the dog is quiet. Aries. So we have the Hierophant. We have the Emperor. We have the Star. We have the Hangman. Six of Blades. Queen of Cups. 10 of Blades. King of Blades. The Hermit. 8 of Cups. 5 of Blades. The Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Blades. 9 of Cups. Knight of Cups. And one more, Spirit. 4 of Blades. Okay, so the first thing I feel like some of you could be getting involved in some type of organization, spiritual community, house, thinking about initiating, getting a mentor, growing spiritually. We have the Hierophant. So this is opening yourself up spiritually. This could be connecting to a religion, to a certain spirituality or a tradition. You could be taking classes. Some of you may even be thinking about teaching classes. The Star card is showing that there could be some recognition that's coming out of this. And with the Emperor, this could be a mentor or somebody that you are going to that maybe has some status. If this is not them that has status, Aries, this could be some of you who have status where you're trying to expand your platform. I do feel like for a lot of you, if you are growing in some type of spirituality, you could be, like I say, sharing this on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. I feel like there's some recognition that is coming to you. Now, I do get spirit guided. So for this month, pay attention to dreams. Pay attention to things that are coming to you, because I feel like there's a lot of spiritual growth that's coming in for you, Aries, this month. Some of you may even be caught off guard because it may be something that you weren't really into, and then all of a sudden you're meeting somebody that opens this up for you. For some of you, this could be expansion where you have been researching and now you want to take that next step. So I do get some growth that's coming in, and it may have to do with connecting with a mentor or somebody that you're teaching. Now, for some of you, I do feel, and I don't know why I got it from this card, but I feel like there may be some visitations with therapists, or going to therapy, or trying to connect. Maybe some of you are going through spiritual growth and you're kind of feeling flipped upside down, and you're trying to talk to a mentor or somebody, or going and talk to somebody to kind of balance things out. But I definitely feel like there is some conversations about thoughts, feelings, maybe things that are turned upside down for you. Some of you, you may have a job where you're kind of becoming very bored with it. This could be also trying to interview. You could be talking to a boss or somebody and telling them that you need more or you want more. Now, this could be a spouse. This could be somebody that you work with that's a supervisor. But I feel like with the Hangman, there is some type of delays or stagnation or lack of progress. You may have filled out some type of application, resume, and you're waiting for a callback, or you're waiting for this interview to come through. Now, I do feel like it is going to come through. I feel some of you are going to get a new job. The corona, I think, is kind of delaying things, stopping things. So some of you may be waiting for a callback or waiting for a message to come through, and there are some delays. For a few of you, I do feel like you're talking to somebody and you're either asking for a promotion, or this is something where it's like, I'm bored here. What other openings do we have? You could be going through some type of employment agency or recruiter. This could be even some type of job fair. Now, I know with us being quarantined right now, a lot of us aren't getting out. But I feel like a lot of you might be putting your fillers out for some type of job. Because every time I look at this is people that are just bored. They're complacent. There's no energy. It's stagnant. But then we have the kids that are playing. Sometimes this is a person who just goes to work, goes home, goes to work, goes home, but they're not happy. I do get depression for some of you. So some of you could be pulling away because maybe you're unhappy with a job, or you're unhappy with a situation that you're in. We got 8 of Cups and we got the Hermit. This is somebody that's pulling away. I don't want to be around people. Now, this could be quarantine, but I feel for some of you, you are already in this energy. You could be an Aries that's an introvert. And it could be because either anxiety or depression. Because then we have somebody who, they're not keeping up their house. They're not washing dishes. They're not really participating in life because they're bored. Their head is turned down. They could be depressed. The door is open. It's showing that their path is illuminated. It could be bringing them towards enlightenment or something that's better for them, but maybe they don't see it. That could be why some of you might actually even be thinking about going to somebody and looking into therapy. Maybe having somebody that you can talk to because you're going through some things. For some, this could just be, I'm tired of the same routine. I don't feel like things are going the way I want them, so I'm pulling away. I'm kind of going in. For some, I do feel education, maybe shutting yourself down because you want to study. But I do feel that there's an energy of lack, of stagnation. Now, for some of you with the 6 of Swords, you could have been really carrying a heavy load. Like I was saying before, you may have had some things on top of you that you had to kind of drop. If you look at this card, this man had a backpack. And when he had it on, could have been heavy. It was causing the ice to crack. So he took it off, and it looks like they're moving on to smoother sailing. So with the 6 of Swords, Yoda, this could be moving away from a very chaotic situation, like a yappy chihuahua. Yoda, You are fucking up Aries' video. And he is an Aries. So, sorry Aries, I really am. I don't want to lose the messages though, so I'm not going to start it over. But I do feel for some of you, you're coming from a very chaotic energy. And you feel like you have to let some things go. Now for some of you, it definitely is going to be a job. I feel like if it's a dead-end job, you're like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm tired of going through the same thing over and over again. Not getting any type of new energy. Some of you are going to take a leap of faith and say, you know what, let me go look for another job. Let me make this path a little bit better. For some of you, it could be an environment. There's definitely some depression that's going on. You could be going to a therapist and leaving some anxiety and depression behind. I do feel that there is some type of healing that's going to be going on for you, Aries, if you are struggling with that. And I pray for you if you are, because I know right now is probably a hard time with everything going on. Some of you are going to be finding out about a job, a new job coming in, a proposition or something that comes into you. You may hear about promotion. You may get a call back with somebody saying you passed the interview or come in for the interview. But I do feel that there's a new job coming in. For some of you, with the 9 of Cups, you're getting something that you prayed for. So I feel like this is either a position or an opportunity that's coming in that you're like, okay, this is really what I need to do for me. This is something that is going to help me grow. I also feel too that there could be some love interest that pops in your life, Aries. Like I said, I feel like a lot of you got people chasing booty with you guys. It's almost like, I don't know, you sprayed yourself with something and now everybody kind of wants to sniff you. So male or female, I feel like there is something with more and more suitors that are going to be coming your way. The energy is showing that you're being seen. You're being recognized. The star card too is showing a lot of spirit communication. So some of you could be having more lucid dreams, more dreams that are coming in that are really vivid, lifelike for you. And it could be messages within these dreams. I do see too more recognized for your talents. If you've been feeling like things haven't been going your way and it's like, what the hell is going on? I feel like you have some positive news that's going to be coming in. For some of you, especially with the King of Blades, this could deal with military, this could deal with legal, this could deal with court cases. But I feel like for some of you that you're going to get some positive news if it has to do with court cases. A few of you, and let me see, may have to be careful of somebody stabbing you in the back. Now, this could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If it's not this person's sign, I feel like there's some conflict coming in with somebody. It could have to do with child support, alimony. Somebody might be trying to get over on you. You know this person because the camera's facing right at them. We got a man. And then we possibly have a hand of a child. So for some of you, this could be something that has to do with custody or either with child support or some type of legal paperwork with a child. If not, then this could be some type of conflict that has a legal attachment to it where you're going in for a settlement or I feel like you're battling somebody. You're going back and forth with somebody. Now, if this is not in the court, this is conflict and arguments with somebody that you feel like maybe stabbing you in the back. Like, why is this person fucking with me? We never had a problem. And now all of a sudden that they're fucking with me. Be careful with your friends. Be careful with the people that you're dealing with. People change. For some of you, you may be like, wow, I never had an issue with this person, but now we got a problem. So some of you may be coming to a problem that needs to be dealt with. And for some of you with Ace of Swords, if you look, they're looking at this x-ray. Now, looking at the dog, they can't see what the problem is, but on the x-ray, they see it. So there could be something that comes to light, Aries, with an air sign person, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or somebody in your life that you need to see. And you need to see it clearly because you may be getting done in by this person, but maybe you had rose-colored glasses on and you didn't see the real agenda or you didn't see the real problem. Now you're in the midst of conflict. I do see that it's going to be rectified, but for some of you, it may be that I have to pull away from this person. Can't fuck with this person anymore. Some of you could be coming to an ending with an air sign person where it's like, you know what, let's just go our separate ways. We see things differently. I want something completely different than what you want, or this person could be telling you this, that they could be having a conversation with you that way, Aries. The Wheel of Fortune is showing you moving in a positive direction. So if you do get blindsided with this Ten of Swords, this ending, I feel for some of you that you are going to be moving forward anyway. It's going to sting. I'm not going to lie. You might get hurt by somebody. Somebody may say some things that hurt your feelings, and you may have to look at somebody for who they really are and be like, you know what, it's done. And I feel like for some of you, you're just going to be moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune is showing if you were in a conflict, downtrodden, that you're going to come back up. So they're not going to hold you down, Aries, even if they think that they are with conflict. Now, for some of you, with the Five of Blades, be careful with something cutting up your tires, accident with your cars, any issues with your cars. Some of you are going to have a car that breaks down or something that happens that you need to purchase another vehicle. I feel like something could come to the light. Could have a minor thing that you go into, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, you need your transmission replaced, or you need this, and you're like, fuck, I don't want a car note, but now I have to get it. Some of you, I feel like because of tax refunds or things that may go in your favor, you will have money to either put down on a car or get a vehicle, even if you don't want it. And I get it. It's like I feel like I want to drive my car till the engine falls out and then put another engine in so that I don't have to pay a car note. But I feel for some of you, there's a problem with your vehicle, or was a problem with your vehicle, and you have to get something else. I do get travel coming in. Some of you, I feel like this could be road trips. I know travel bans are coming in. So some of you may be really, really busy. You could be busy with a young person, or you could have a side hustle where you're just traveling a lot to bring in some extra money. Make sure that you check your vehicle before you get on the road. You could have a problem. Make sure you check your oil, you do your maintenance, because we could have an issue, and it could be minor, but if you take it out, it could turn into something a little bit more. Definitely feel like a lot of you are going to be exhausted because you're moving around. You could be getting involved with somebody who's younger than you. Could be an age difference going on with someone where there's travel, because we have the Four of Blades, which is to me taking a vacation. Some of you could be like with the Knight of Coins, dealing with somebody who maybe they can't take off from work, so you're visiting them. But I do get travel, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's going back and forth. You could also be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We got Queen of Cups. Some of you may be having a decision to make between a younger person and an older person who is pursuing you. But I do feel like a few of you are going to get got, like you didn't see it coming. Maybe somebody started off as a friendship and you went to visit, and then all of a sudden it's like, man, I'm really feeling this person. I really feel a connection. So I feel like there's going to be something that grows in a love connection, and some of you may be blindsided by it because you didn't see it coming. Wheel of Fortune, though, is showing that you're going to go with the flow. You're moving in a positive direction. For a lot of you, this is the direction you want to go. If you have been waiting for news with a business or an opportunity, there's delays with it. For some, this is competition. This could be them looking at other people. But for a few, I feel like it may have something to do with Corona. Things may be put on hold. Some of you definitely could be connected with a military person. You could be either traveling. I don't want to say deployed. My friend Heather gave me the initials AC, A1. I can't remember what it is. I'm not even going to try. But it could not deployment. Damn it. When you get sent to another state or another city. Oh, military people, y'all know what I'm talking about. But for some of you, you may have something that opens up where you're like, okay, we're going to have to move. Because my paperwork is in and I need to go to Colleen, or I need to go to this base or whatever. So it could be moving from base to base. But I do feel like for some of you, you could either find love there, or there may be something going on with travel where you connect with somebody. Some of you are going to be in a long distance relationship. You could be connecting with somebody that lives somewhere else. You may even be in a relationship with somebody who is deployed and they're somewhere else, and you're going back and forth. Before the travel ban, Now maybe there's a lot of communication that's going in. For a few of you though, I feel like even if this person is long distance, they could be in driving distance, because I feel like some of you could be traveling to visit. If not, this is literally going back and forth within your area. Maybe even camping. Some of you might be going off the grid. Like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. I got my toilet paper and my hand sanitizer and my peanut butter crackers, and I'm going to live out in the woods with the skunks, because I think those are 2 skunks. Yeah. So some of you might be thinking about it. Maybe you got a little vacation home or a cabin somewhere in the woods that you're going to be going to. Definitely get news coming in, good news coming in, getting something that you wish for. For some, you could be connecting with somebody that is of a different race or a different culture, or maybe even connecting with somebody that was a fix-up. Maybe friends fixed you up, and it's like, you know, let's get these 2 people together, because I feel like this one in the background, that look on her face is like, I did this, I introduced them, I set them up. So some of you may be making a connection with somebody that was a fix-up, but it could be long distance. If not, it is showing that you may get got this month, Aries. You got a lot of booty coming your way. A lot of booty coming your way. Some of them just want to play. I'm not going to lie. They just want to rub on your booty and go. But you do have a few that have potential to turn into love relationships. I think the temptation is there. If you're married or in a relationship, some of y'all are going to have to close your eyes. You know, maybe the quarantine is going to work in your advantage because you can't see certain people. Because I do feel like if you are in a relationship, you're going to get tested. If you're single, definitely you're going to get got. Somebody is coming your way, Aries. Somebody's coming your way. Let's see. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Any other messages, Spirit? Okay. So we do have conflict. This could be with co-workers. It is showing though that it will rectify itself. I do feel like there may be some type of miscommunication with somebody. Be careful that you don't get involved in something if you didn't hear it right, or if you're talking to somebody and they didn't hear you right before it gets really, really crazy. Kind of take a step back and go, okay, what we doing? Because I feel like there could be some miscommunication. Now, I do get taking a trip. For some of you, you are going to be traveling back and forth. It looks for opportunities, and for a few of you, it's going to be for love. Definitely love. I see more sex coming your way, Aries. So if you ain't been getting it in, you're about to be getting it in, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm trying to think of all the Aries that I know. I think I know about 4 of them. I'm gonna have to look at them. Like, y'all getting it in? Y'all getting all that stuff? Mess with them. I do see, be careful, because I feel like something is going to go fast. Like a love relationship where somebody is like, I love you. Like on the first date. I love you. And it could be because it is a twin flame or soulmate connection. It catches you off guard. It catches them off guard. Take your time, though, Aries. Take your time. It comes in really, really quick, but there's some issues that need to be worked out. So if you have somebody that moves really fast, slow them down. If you're the person that moves really fast, slow yourself down. Spirit is saying, there's still some things that need to be worked out. Some of you got a lot of things going on when it comes in career, where it's like you're waiting for messages to come back, or you're waiting for jobs to start, or you're waiting for training to start, or classes to start. So I would say try to balance it out. You got a lot of things that are happening this year, but I feel like Spirit is guiding a lot of this. Don't be surprised if you are very intuitive or very gifted. Your intuition is going to open up a lot more. Some of you really are going to be connecting with Spirit. Ancestors are going to be talking to you. Some are going to be really, really scared about this, but I do see that there's some major spiritual growth that's coming on for you guys this month, really this year. If you applied for a job and you didn't get it, I don't want you to freak out, because you actually have something else that's coming in. I get more than one opportunity that's coming in. Some of you, keep your mind open. You're going to be connecting with somebody that is of a different race or a different culture than you when it comes to love. And it's almost like blended families. So there may be some things that are going to change up majorly. But I feel like this month, for a lot of you, you're going to be coming out of stagnation. Moving into April, May, it looks like. And I get a lot of flirtation. A lot of flirtation, Aries. So if you're single, flirt your ass off. You're going to get it rubbed. You may even find somebody that is really into you. Now, the warning. It is for, it could be for one specific person, but be sure that the person plays for your team, because I feel like somebody is going to meet someone that is, they're looking for a beard. They're looking for somebody, they don't want to come out the closet. And their family is putting pressure on them, and it's like, I got to go get a girlfriend. I got to find somebody. Or this is a man or a woman that's saying, oh, I got to go get a boyfriend because my family is like, when are we having grandkids, or when a baby's coming, or whatever. And you're gay. Or they're gay. So there could be an issue where you connect with somebody and you're like, I'm feeling you, you're vibing or whatever, and then you find out that this person really is into the same sex as them. So be really careful. This might be for one specific person. One. If you get somebody that, you know, you're vibing with and you start getting red flags, or you feel like something's a little bit off, then, you know, have the conversation. 2020 is not that big of a deal. If the person is not ready to come out the closet or be themselves, then you have the right to say, you know what, I don't want to participate in this. You got to go find somebody else who might want to do this, because I don't want to get my heart broke. But if you have any suspicions with somebody and you need to have the talk, because I'm getting somebody's like, I want to have the talk, but I don't want a conflict of it, or I want to have the talk, but I don't want to embarrass them or embarrass themselves. It's better to have the talk now than to pop up 3 years later with a baby and somebody saying, you know what, I don't like women. I don't like men. You know, I did this at a time that I needed this to happen for me, and somebody being heartbroken and a child brought into that. I've seen this more than I want to talk about, you guys. So be careful if you are that one person that this is reaching out to. If you need to have the talk sooner than later. All right, you guys. Be safe. I love you.